Back in '77, the world wasn't ready for the Sex Pistols, and that was exactly the point. For teenagers like us, choking on the fumes of disco and prog rock's bloated self-importance, they weren't just a band. They were a Molotov cocktail hurled straight into the face of everything stale. Johnny Rotten sneered like truth was a weapon. Sid Vicious snarled like he hadn't slept in days, which, to be fair, he probably hadn't. Steve Jones slashed his guitar like it owed him money, and Paul Cook pounded the drums like he was fighting his way out of a riot. It was perfect chaos. Or at least it felt like it. I remember seeing them on TV. Headlines dripping with moral outrage, newscasters foaming at the mouth, politicians clutching pearls. And us? We were glued to the screen, grinning, wide-eyed. God Save the Queen was banned, so naturally, we blasted it louder. It wasn't about musicianship. Sid couldn't even play. It was about the message, the volume, the glorious middle finger to royalty, society, and every boring adult who didn't get it. But here's the question. Was it truly revolutionary? Or just a beautifully orchestrated bit of punk theater? Malcolm McLaren, the band's puppet master, knew how to stir a storm. He dressed them like villains and marketed outrage like it was vinyl. The Pistols were spectacle, safety pins, sneers, and media manipulation. Their gigs were car crashes. Sid barely stood. Instruments rarely stayed in tune, and the audience often came for the fights as much as the music. One album, one chaotic tour, one spectacular implosion. Can something that brief really be called great? Well, yeah, because they changed everything. They didn't pave the way, they blew up the road and told the rest of us to build our own. Punk spread like wildfire. Bands followed with more talent, more politics, more polish. But the Pistols lit the fuse. Even if they were a train wreck, they were a glorious, unforgettable one. And that's punk. The real punk spirit was never about skill. It was about rage, honesty, and refusing to play the game. We weren't looking for idols. We wanted noise. We wanted dirt and blood and rebellion. We slammed in basement clubs, duct-taped our jackets, wore our anger like a badge. You want it clean? Go listen to Fleetwood Mac. We wanted filth. We wanted truth. We wanted to scream. The Pistols gave us permission to suck, to scream, to burn out fast. Because burning out was the point. They weren't meant to last. They were meant to explode. And they did.